Wow.
Smell me?
Here. That'd be great. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. It's so nice to see all of you. You look so wonderful. Welcome. I am so happy to be here. This is a spectacular announcement to kick off a program that has been too long in coming, but it is finally here, and it is called the Fresh Foods Retailers Initiative. The consequence of this entrepreneurial program will be to make sure that we have more supermarkets and grocery stores serving fresh foods and vegetables in all of the neighborhoods of the city of New Orleans. I have with me a group of individuals who help make this happen. Of course, this is, as we always like to do, find new ways to solve old problems by creating public-private partnerships. And of course, we have one here that is very similar to the Goldman Sachs initiative that we announced just a couple of weeks ago. It is a new way. And as a consequence of that new way, we will be able to make sure that the citizens of New Orleans have what it is that they rightfully deserve. And so I'm very excited to be standing here with Bill Bynum, who is with Hope Enterprise Corporation. Bill, thank you so much for being with us. Yael Lehman with the Food Trust, thank you so much for being here. The Food Policy Advisory Committee, the key players, many of whom are in this room with us. I thank you all for being here. Amy Quirk, the advisor to the Mayor for Economic Development, who has taken the lead since day one that we've gotten here and helped stitch all of this together with all of these fantastic people standing with us. Dr. Karen DeSalvo, our health commissioner, who has been working with President Obama's administration to make sure that the Let's Move campaign actually has feet on the ground in the city of New Orleans as well. And of course to all of the council members who are with us today, and of course my Deputy Mayor and Chief of Staff, and all of the other staff members who had anything to do with this. We are announcing today that the City of New Orleans will be investing $7 million in community development block grant funds in this initiative, which will be matched by Hope Enterprise Corporation 1-to-1 for a total match of $14 million that will be made available to small businesses throughout the City of New Orleans for the specific purpose of making sure that we build grocery stores and supermarkets with fresh foods in the neighborhoods where people need it the most. This idea is to provide access to the healthiest foods to make sure that the people of the city of New Orleans, of course, remain as healthy not only from eating but from exercise as well. And so this initiative not only promotes healthy diets but also promotes a healthy economy. And on top of that, it's part of our place-based strategy where we build healthy neighborhoods. It is a win-win-win-win-win for the city of New Orleans. It's going to provide employment opportunities. Typically, a grocery store or a supermarket will provide 200 jobs for folks in the most needed areas. And obviously, because of the nature of what it is that we're building, it's catalytic for neighborhoods. When you have a school or you have a playground, you now have a supermarket, you begin to get the richness that all neighborhoods need. It's really going to be important that we direct these to low and moderate income families. Those problems in those neighborhoods were exacerbated by Katrina. This is a really focused approach. Post-Katrina, the Tulane University's Prevention Research Center survey said that nearly 60% of all low-income residents had to drive over 3 miles to reach a supermarket, and only 58% of those individuals own cars. So you see the need to have walkable communities. It's important for urban redesign, but it's important for healthy lifestyles as well. The way it's going to work is that this pot of money will be available to provide forgivable and low interest bearing loans to support development. It is for entrepreneurs to open, renovate, and expand fresh food outlets. Hope Enterprise Corporation will provide and oversee the loans. They are a great community development financial institution. They have generated over $1.4 billion in financing since 1994, and they're one of our partners in the Goldman Sachs initiative, which if you don't know a lot about, you should learn. It is really a great program that is putting small businesses to work as we speak. The Food Trust is a not-for-profit that looks to expand healthy foods for all and will evaluate all of the applications. So we thank you for that. They have operated successful fresh food financing initiatives in Pennsylvania and in New York. They helped open 88 stores in Pennsylvania. So we got folks that know how to make it happen. All of the applicants must offer affordable, healthy food options. At least 15% of the shelf space must be available to the sale of fresh foods and vegetables. in low to moderate income and undeserved neighborhoods of Orleans Parish, the areas of below average supermarket density or grocery sales will be the ones that we will target our attention to. So again, I want to thank all of you for taking the time to work with us. I want to specifically thank Amy Quirk for her day-to-day work on making sure that the staff work in the mayor's office was done. We pulled all of these individuals together. This is something that we started on day one. It took us too long to get here. It was a program that had to be redone a number of different times to get it right. We finally did. We feel great about it. It is a model that we know works. It is a model that now has the right people in place to make it happen. We have a strategy that we know will be successful, and I am quite certain with the individuals standing behind us, the execution will be great as well. And so we look forward to reaching out to all of those individuals that are interested in taking advantage of this, making sure you know what the requirements and the rules are, making sure we can get you through it very quickly, and making sure that the people of New Orleans have access to fresh and healthy food so that we can all be healthy and happy. And so with that, if you would help me welcome Mr. Bill Bynum from the Hope Enterprise Corporation and one of our great partners, I would appreciate it. Bill?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you all. This is a very exciting day. I am convinced that nothing defines persistence more than New Orleans. And the leadership of this administration is to be commended. We started this effort an administration ago. And thank goodness Mayor Landrieu recognized the importance of making sure that all New Orleanians had access to the resources they need and that we all want. We all want healthy communities. We want a safe place for our kids. We want our children to prosper. And if you think about it, fresh food, access to healthy foods is a key part of that. We all know that this region could be much healthier. And one of the main contributors to the lack of health is the lack of access to healthy food. So we're excited to be a part of this effort. We have been honored to be partner with the city. As you said, with Goldman Sachs, we're putting $20 million in the hands of businesses to help create jobs. And the $14 million, the $7 million from the city and $7 million from Hope, will extend that to many more entrepreneurs, stabilizing communities, creating jobs, and doing, I think, what we all recognize needs to happen in this city. We opened our doors in New Orleans 7 years ago. We knew then that New Orleans was a critical part of this region's economy, and we are committed to being here for the long haul. This effort will allow us to support several businesses, bringing fresh food into underserved communities, helping to not only bring fresh food, but to create jobs and to attract new retail outlets. As you know, when you have an anchor business such as a grocery store, it attracts additional economic activity. It's a multiplier. And so we will work hard not just to finance those small those grocery stores, but we'll also provide financing through other resources to those other entrepreneurs, to those small businesses that help strengthen the economies around those areas. Too many New Orleans residents don't have access to fresh foods, and we are committed to working with the Food Trust, who is a great partner, who helped us to put together a successful effort that the city has signed off on. We've learned from people around the country who are doing this. We've talked to the President's administration about not just supporting the work here in New Orleans, but building on it throughout the state. So again, New Orleans is an example to the rest of the country, and we're excited to be here and to work with you, all of you, to make the city as strong as we all know it can be. So thank you all, and I'd like to introduce my colleagues. Rob Bell is going to be our senior lender, so when you find a financing prospect that needs assistance, knock on Rob's door. And Gary Williams is our senior executive here in the city. So I want you to meet my colleagues, but now I'd like to hand over to Yael with the Food Trust.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, hello everyone. This is really a great day. My name is Yael Lehman. I'm the Executive Director of the Food Trust. Our mission is to ensure that everyone has access to affordable and nutritious food. And that's exactly what this program will do for everyone in the city of New Orleans. We're thrilled to be partnering with the city and with Hope to bring more grocery stores and fresh food to New Orleans. Every child should live in a neighborhood that has access to fresh and healthy food. The Food Trust will be working with Hope to determine which sites in the city are eligible for funding, as well as providing outreach and assistance to potential applicants. We will be talking directly to grocers and community members to ensure that this program improves access to nutritious food and creates jobs for city residents. In Pennsylvania, we worked on a similar effort, as the mayor pointed out, that was launched in 2004 and was successful in bringing top quality grocery stores to some of the poorest parts of Philadelphia, increased access ultimately to 500,000 residents in Pennsylvania, and created 5,000 jobs in the process. This program is so important because we know that the lack of access to fresh food is linked with health problems. Tulane has done amazing work in this area highlighting this, but we do know that areas that do not have grocery stores have higher rates of heart disease, diabetes, and other diet-related disease, and that's why we applaud the mayor and the city of New Orleans for launching this initiative. Since we started working in New Orleans, we've had the good fortune to be able to partner on this effort with many fantastic people and organizations. The Tulane School of Public Health Prevention Research Center has been a true leader in this effort. Second Harvest Food Bank has been an incredible partner to work with and another true leader in this effort. Everyone involved with FPAC, the Renaissance Project, the New Orleans Food and Farm Network, LPHI, all of these organizations, as well as the grocers and the Louisiana Retailers Association, have made this a true collaboration. Thank you. Next I will introduce Amy Quirk, the Advisor for Economic Development.
Thanks, Diane. Well, this is a very exciting day, and it's the result of a lot of work across many city departments, and I just want to thank everybody for working so hard on it, and thank our partners as well. Not only does this program support healthy diets in our citizens by providing incentives to grocers to carry more fruits and vegetables, it promotes commercial revitalization and the economic health of our neighborhoods. Supermarkets and grocery stores serve as anchors to our commercial corridors and can help attract complementary retail business and additional private investment into our community. So we're really happy that this is laying a foundation that we can build upon. And I'm happy that we're joined by Rod Miller, the new CEO of the NOLA Business Alliance, the city's public-private partnership, to help us attract that private investment throughout the city. So thank you very much. And now I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Karen DeSalvo.
Thanks, Amy. We all know that we want to create a New Orleans that is known for health, which involves getting people to be more active and to eat better. And this is a really critical tool in our toolbox to give people access to healthy food they haven't had heretofore. And so we appreciate this opportunity to lift the health of our community. And we appreciate the chance to work with many of our partners in this room who are already helping us to enact the Let's Move campaign. We're happy to bring hope to the streets in New Orleans and be part of Michelle Obama's the First Lady's initiative of Let's Move, which is really designed to give people access to healthier food, increase their good choices about eating healthy food, and help people to be more active every day. So we look forward to working with this initiative as well as bringing together our stakeholders as we get a healthier New Orleans. Thanks. Oh, and
now I'd like to ask each one of the council members if they wouldn't mind to come up and make a comment. Each one of these individuals has been instrumental in this particular effort from the beginning. There have been a lot of programs that have been held in abeyance, but early on, every one of the council members said this is critical to our particular districts in our city. And so I want to ask each of them to please come up and make a couple of comments. And I just publicly want to thank you guys for the work that you and all of your staffs have done on this as well.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And what gets better than healthy families and a healthy economy? And you said it exactly that way. And we can't offer our city anything better than a healthy family, the opportunity for a healthy family and a healthy economy at the same time. This is truly the winningest of all. And yes, it started before he arrived, this administration arrived, and some of us were a part of it. And thanks to Tulane and thanks to Second Harvester, we got at least the idea going, but we didn't bring it to fruition. Thank you to this administration, to you, Mr. Mayor, to Karen DeSalvo, for bringing it to fruition. We're proud to be along for the ride. Thank you.
seems like every day we're having a press conference, and each day we're announcing something else that's bringing the community closer to where we want to be. And what better announcement than today that we will have fresh fruit available to all citizens and fresh food, but particularly to District D and to other areas of the city where we have been struggling to get grocery stores, to have a place where residents can go that is within their community. This is just an exciting event, and I want to thank everyone that's involved, the mayor, his team, and all of the other entities that came together, the Food Trust, Tulane, Hope, everyone, because the citizens have been asking for this for years, since Katrina. So we're just taking another positive step in New Orleans. Thank you.